time?
Quiz time.
Okay, let's review last week's questions.
Shoot.
So the first question was, what's the worst thing that can happen to you financially,
Yikes.
and what's your plan for it?
That's a good question, or at least I hope it's a good question. Obviously, this answer is going to be different for everyone. So you may say that the death of a spouse, as tragic as it would be the most horrible thing you could have. Obviously, young couples with kids often use life insurance to offset that disaster. Another disaster could be a health problem, especially if you don't have insurance, auto accidents, so on.
Loss of a job.
Loss of a job could be a devastating thing. And then the objective of last week was to give you an idea that you should be planning for all of these emergencies now and have some sort of idea on what your plan would be. So it's better to plan ahead of the emergency than try to deal with it after the fact.
All right. And what opportunities can you create, and how would you go about it?
Again, I asked this question because everybody's going to have a different set of opportunities. One of the opportunities that we had was to create this podcast. And what we could do about it was go for it. And we're obviously going to make mistakes, and we're just going to keep pushing through it. And it's kind of fun for us. And it's an opportunity. It should do some good for you, but it's also good for us. Take advantage of the opportunities that are around you. Make a list of them and see how you can push yourself forward.
Find your talents and move ahead.
That's right.
Okay, the next one is, how do you draw the line on spending?
Ask Brenda.
That's
what I
say
do.
no.
That's what I
He
do.
says,
I just ask
can
Brenda.
we? And I say no.
That's where my line is. When she says no, I can't do it anymore. However, I only mentioned I was buying new iPhones. I didn't actually,
Good.
But she knew I was kind of going to do it. So other than that, no, she's my aunt. I'm the grasshopper. So, you got to draw the line on spending somewhere. And remember, budgeting is not a bad, it's a bad word to a lot of people, but it's not a bad thing. It's simply choices. We all have more wants than we have resources, and you have to budget or make choices about where you use your resources. So, make the best choices you can.
All right. Well, what do you have for this week?
Okay, so this week's questions related to this week's work are, what is the difference between news and entertainment?
Okay.
Why should we be worried about China's currency, and how could it impact us? And how much should you be saving in emergency savings?
Those are some good questions.
Well, hopefully you'll get them all, and we'll see you next week.